Please be seated. It is my privilege as Chancellor of the University of Manchester to welcome you to the University of Manchester and the splendid surroundings of the Whitworth Hall for this graduation ceremony. In particular, I'd like to welcome our graduands whose hard work and magnificent achievements we are here to celebrate today. These achievements are all the more remarkable given the challenging times that we have faced together these last few years, not only as a community, but as citizens of the world. We're also delighted to see so many friends and family here. We thank you for the support and encouragement you have given to our graduands during their studies, which has been so important to their success. You can be extremely proud of what they have achieved, just like their tutors and members of staff in the schools and faculties. When those of you graduating today decided to study at the University of Manchester, you chose to mark your future, or put your mark on the future, both for yourselves and for the greater good of society and the environment. As the first university in the United Kingdom to set social responsibilities as a core goal, we encourage all of our students to engage in transformational activities, both in their studies and beyond, to help you stand out, consider your place in the world, and make a difference. Throughout the course of your studies and life at Manchester, you will have gained the skills and knowledge to find success in future years and become responsible leaders of tomorrow. Although you may be glad to see the end of assignments, the planning, research, critical thinking, and writing skills you've deployed and nurtured will be of great value to you in the world of work, or perhaps even during further study. The way you have balanced your commitment to academic life with other interests will help you find a work-life balance as your career unfolds. And of course, we must not forget the strong, supportive friendships and relationships you have forged here, which I hope will endure and sustain you for many years to come. Put simply, your achievement in completing your degree cannot be overestimated for its value and the strong platform it gives you to build your career and to achieve your goals. As you reflect on your past and make plans for the future, allow yourself to be inspired by the university's motto, Cognitio Sapientia Humanitas. I don't do Latin, I do Mancunian. That's knowledge, wisdom, and humanity. We encourage you to boldly pursue new ideas and share and apply your knowledge and skills to benefit others. With these commitments in mind, you will continue to build on the success you've enjoyed in your studies and make a difference to the world around you. You can be confident that wherever you choose to live, work, and make an impact, the value of your degree will be widely recognized. Manchester is recognized as one of the world's leading universities, placed 28th globally and 6th in the UK in the QS University World Rankings. The last 12 months have seen the university demonstrate our research impact on a local, national, and global scale. Our submission to the Research Excellence Framework in 2021, the UK-wide assessment of university research performance, was one of the largest and broadest in the whole sector. Many of this year's graduates will have been involved in this extraordinary effort. We were delighted with the results, in which overall 93% of the university's research activity was assessed as world-leading or internationally excellent. Beyond our reputation as a renowned centre of academic excellence and pioneering research and discovery, we are proud of our well-established and recognised success in social responsibility. Earlier this year, the university retained its position as one of the world's leading institutions in the Times Higher Education University Impact Ratings, which rates institutions on their contributions to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. This fantastic achievement shines a light on some of our core values and reflects what we can achieve together, delivering benefits for the good of society and transforming lives for the better. We're also delighted to present our 7th cohort of Stellify graduates, Stellify is our program offering students a unique and personalized set of activities to help them develop the distinctive attributes of a University of Manchester graduate: socially responsible, highly employable, and resourceful. We are very proud that so many of you graduating today have taken part in Stellify activities during your time at the university. During your studies, you will have, in your own way, enriched and contributed to the University of Manchester and have helped shape the future for those who will follow in your footsteps. The university is changing and will continue to change for the better because of you. So today is just as much about honouring you for this valuable contribution as it is for your success in your studies. Armed with your academic success, your skills, and your breadth of experiences, there is every reason to be positive about the future. Your job prospects, having studied here, are enviable because employers all around the world recognize the value of the piece of paper you will soon be holding in your hand. Obtaining your degree is a hugely important milestone, and you should celebrate your success. But this is the beginning of the journey, and your association with Manchester, not the end. The return on your investment continues beyond today's celebrations. Our career service will continue to offer you help and support for 3 more years, and you can continue to make good use of the world-class libraries. The Alumni Association will help you to remain in contact with the university, but also links you, wait for it, to 500,000 Manchester graduates living and working across the globe. As an alumni, you can help future students in many ways, as ambassadors of the university, in student placements and employment, and directly in the development of the university, which is vital to its future. So we sincerely hope today will not be your last contact with the university. And remember, our doors will always be open to you. I'm now pleased to introduce today's inspirational speaker. Tesneem Safaru, Dr. Tesneem Safaru, City and Community Officer. Tesneem studied Arabic and English as part of a year abroad. Her main studies have taken place at the Sorbonne University of Paris. In her role, Tesneem works closely with local authorities such as the City Council and the Greater Manchester Combined Authority to ensure the student voice is embedded in the community. She also has responsibility for environmental sustainability and working with the university to achieve their net zero ambitions. Dr. Safaru.
Thank you so much for that eloquent introduction. I wish I was actually a doctor. I'm wearing this gown just because, well, I'm speaking in front of you today.
Well, pretend, doctor.
I'll pretend. I'm not going to be very original starting this speech because I truly want to express how much of an honor it is for me to be speaking to you today. I've been told I need it to be inspirational, and I'm not sure that I asked the right person for it, but I will try to do my best. First and foremost, a massive congratulations to you all. You did it. You are actually going to be holding in just a few minutes that piece of paper you lost so much sleep over and got in debt for, but it was worth it. It was worth it because you overcame the hard times. You overcame the fear, you took on the challenge, and today we are here to celebrate. I don't think any of you measures truly how immensely proud you have made your friends, your family, and your loved ones getting through your degree and your studies despite all odds being against you, despite such hard times throwing their fists at students right now. University truly is a wonderful place. It's where you gain the skills, the knowledge, and the discipline, the mindset you will need when pursuing your career, using the invaluable knowledge you will have acquired. But, and I know this is cheesy, and I know this is cliche, but this is a graduation ceremony, so I will say it. It's also the place where you grow, and where you find yourself, or at least a few more pieces than when you had started your journey here. We all know there is so much more than academics at university. The bonds you make here, I genuinely don't think you can find that anywhere else. The friendships and souls who left a print on my story, I met not just in lecture theatres, but also at society events, in the Students' Union, in the faith spaces, and everywhere in between. Cherish every single moment you have lived here in Manchester. It's true what they say. I'm sure you will soon look back on this day, your graduation day, fondly, on everything you experienced and everything you loved whilst being here, and you will remember this day with a smile on your face and maybe a teary eye. You have achieved so much. When you look at the legacy the students of this university leave behind, it's immeasurable. You witness students pushing the barriers of knowledge, others giving their time to the more needy, others campaigning for a more just society and making change at all levels in the city. It's truly amazing how much students contribute to the history of Manchester. And it might seem like this is the end. It might seem like you've gotten to the peak, like this is the summit, but it really isn't. I want you to remember something. When you go on to discovering that invaluable piece of data that will advance research, when you create that innovation that will change the way your domain operates, when you will have given so much time up in order to be of help to people who need it, when you will have done something that big, whether in a few years, in a few months, or just a few days if you really are motivated, I want you to come back to this day, your graduation day. And I want you to look at that future success with these eyes, those of the fresh graduate you are about to be. I want you to have that awe, I want you to have that admiration, I want you to have that astonishment, and frankly, none of the words are good enough for what I know you will do. When that day comes, remember that once you thought getting this diploma was the highlight of it all. Class of 2022, congratulations. You're now alumni of this grand university. You did it, and so much more has yet to come. Thank you.
Chancellor, colleagues, graduands, and your families and friends. I'm Camden Reeves, I'm a professor of music, and I have the great privilege of being the Director of Teaching, Learning and Student Experience for the School of Arts, Languages and Cultures. And I'm delighted to congratulate those of you graduating today on your success in obtaining your degrees, and to be able to do so back in the wonderful setting of Whitworth Hall. We've missed this place. Colleagues in the school are extremely proud of what you have achieved in such unusual and uniquely challenging times. We hope that you've found your time here intellectually and academically stimulating, because whatever else studying for a degree gives you, the experience should have been one where you found yourself both challenged and inspired. I want to express my enormous gratitude to colleagues in the departments for having provided you with that experience. For many of you, I have no doubt that this will have transformed your lives, though some of you may not know it yet. I therefore ask you to all join me in thanking the teaching and support staff for their efforts and dedication during your time with us. So, graduands in this ceremony have all completed a degree in some aspect of the study of language. And what unites you all is an interest in different cultures and languages and the way these shape people's view of the world. To try and impress on you how important language studies is, just stop for a moment and think about what humans could have achieved if they had not had language. Not very much. But of course, it's not clear how we would even be able to think without language. Language is central to what it means to be a human being. And there is thus no doubt that the degree programs you have studied are of phenomenal value to the world at large. English. English is one of Manchester's oldest degrees, dating right back to the university's inception. And together with an American Studies program that was the first of its kind in the UK when it opened in 1947, and a pioneering centre for new writing that came to prominence in the 1990s. This department has been at the centre of Manchester's arts and humanities offerings for over a century and a half now. In 2017, English was instrumental in the successful bid for UNESCO City of Literature status, and we partner the city and region in major festivals, such as the Manchester Literature Festival, the Blue Dot Festival at Jodrell Bank, as well as the Manchester International Festival, of course. And our honorary professors count people like the actress Maxine Peake and the poet and outgoing Chancellor of the University, Lem Cisse. Together, our staff have published over 60 books in the last 4 years, winning 14 prizes along the way. Whether you have studied literature, languages, or other aspects of the arts and humanities, what arguably unites all of you is an interest in what makes us human, the creation of identity, and what it is to be part of humanity. Many of our degree programs you have studied examine the most controversial but also exciting topics of our time, such as issues of gender and sexuality, and the relationship between the local and the global. They signal the university's commitment to exploring the grand challenges of the day, and they ensure that you will be ready to engage with fellow human beings in a responsible, aware, and intellectually critical manner. Graduation is also a great moment to celebrate some distinguished achievement. And students this year have produced some outstanding work. And I'm in the great position of now being able to announce the following prizes. So, the Brian Woodstream Prize for the highest dissertation mark in MA Creative Writing in Poetry goes to Cheryl Kilvington. The Mattis Best Scholar Prize for the highest overall average mark, including dissertation, goes to Callum Johnson. The Mattis Tradus Top Student Award for the 2 students with the highest overall average mark, who have also taken our Translation Technologies course unit, goes to Matthias Calderari, and again, Callum Johnson. The Margaret Johnson Yates Prize for the highest overall average mark in English, American Studies and Creative Writing goes to Femina Allen. And the Margaret Johnson Yates Prize for the highest dissertation mark in English, American Studies and Creative Writing also goes to Femina Allen. Okay, on a practical note, the school's web and social media officer has asked me to remind you to use hashtag SalkGrad and hashtag UoM graduation on Twitter and Instagram to show us what you're up to today, and you can also follow at UoM Salk Students for live tweets. Okay. After this ceremony, I invite you all to join colleagues and your fellow graduates for a reception in the graduation marquee. You can't miss it, outside of the University Place and in front of the Williamson Building, where refreshments will be served. Now, as you receive your diploma, you're about to enter a new phase of your relationship with the University of Manchester. This isn't the end. We very much hope that you will continue to be an active part of the extended community of alumni and supporters, and to nurture an interest in the life of the university and the students who are going to follow in your footsteps, to take pride in the collective achievements of this great and noble institution. The loyalty, support and goodwill of our students are the foundation of our future. Please keep in touch with us and visit us when you're back in Manchester, although I hope some of you might be staying. We wholeheartedly wish you happiness and success in both life and work. Thank you.
Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Gillian Redford. And for the degree of Master of Philosophy in English and American Studies, for the degree of Master of Arts in Creative Writing, Emma Susan Bosworth. Tom Guy. Madeline Elizabeth Hoffman. Cheryl Kilvington. Thomas Martin. Helen Mayle. Deepika Mummery. Jennifer Elizabeth Nuttall. Shekinah Popper. Francesca Weeks. Daniel Peter Whelan. Joshua Wicks. Charlie Jane Rigg. And in English Literature and American Studies, Phoebe Antonia Assunta De Angelis. Neve Macy Handley. Lux Edward Sedgebeer Harmon. Ella Harrison. Catherine Hull. Neil John. Esme Moshinska. Rebecca Peat. Ella Talbot. And in Gender, Sexuality and Culture, Ella Catherine Baines. Rachel Louise Brunt. Alex Calver. Anya Roshin Eastwood. Sophie Crocker. Holly Hancock. Sophie Grace Highfield. Tanya Agnes McIntosh. Lilla Nicholson. Neve O'Toole. Sarah Pledger. Amy Caitlin Simpson. Amelia Sutter. Rebecca Lee Williamson. And in medieval and early modern studies, Amelia Casus. William Curtis. And in modern and contemporary literature, Ellen Louise Dunn. Ellen Amy Gordon. Stephen Kotorides. Freya Lewis. Aileen Loftus. Isabella Massey. Theodora Noskai. Samuel Thomas Rye. Kai Joseph Emerson Scotney. Benjamin Stanley. And in screenwriting, Kitty Rose Banks. William John Drummond Davis. Imogen Farhay. Holly Louise Franklin. Sam Noah Kelly. Ava Helen Newton. And for the award of postgraduate diploma in gender, sexuality and culture, Maria Arengo. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Art History and English Literature with honours, Miriam Nadja Dembry. Kizzy O'Donoghue Daniel. And in Drama and English Literature with honours, Eleanor Claire Johnston. Misha George Mond. And in English Literature with honours, Aoife Lily French Henry. Charlotte Hughes. And in English Literature and American Studies with honours, Tara O'Connor. And in English Literature and History with honours, Maggie Cloud. And in English Literature with Creative Writing with honours, Olivia Simpson.
Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, also graduating with the President's Doctoral Scholar, Dimitris Andreevs. Lucy Alice Burge. Anna Roshin Kosnahan. And for the degree of Master of Arts in Intercultural Communication, Shanice Lauren Blair. Zerjun Chao. Di Gan. Anniken Slungenborg Jensen. Jia Lu Sun.
Oh, sorry.
Jing Yan Teng. Isabel Kayla Thompson. Xingrui Wang. Eleanor Winter. Brian Chun Hung Wong. Ting Yuan Yang. Karen Yip. And in linguistics, Hannah Georgia Edshead. Ibrahim Abdullah Al-Kaltham. Farzana Simran Ansaruddin. Paulin. Amira Patel. Tiana Stevenson. Ellen Mae Simmons. Abby Louise Taylor. Jin Hong Yang. Duan Hui Huan. And in modern languages and cultures, George Shepard. And in translation and interpreting studies, and Laura Genevieve John Beecroft. Macy Francesca Bennett. Matthias Calderari. Ella Cullen. Shannon Lisa Etheridge. Adelaide Rose Gawley. Sarah Helen Sylvia Hanby. Huiying He. Barnabas James Howard. Ruby J. James. Jing Yang. Callum Luke Johnson. Evie Rose Johnston. Megan Ellen Kelly. Wei Li. Brendan McNally. Molly Whitrow Malher. Hanita Marvia Persson. Xiao Han Sun. Will Jarvis Thompson. Yi Ning Tu. Elizabeth Anna Wilder. Xi Xia. Yu Zhu Yan. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Chinese Studies with honors, Jasmine Davis. And in English Language and French with honors, Ashley Glazard. And in French and Linguistics with honors, Millicent McCann. And in Italian and Chinese with honors, Sarah Victoria Liggett. And in Modern Language and Business and Management, Spanish with honors, Andres Martin McBride Galarza. And in Politics and East Asian Studies with honors, Yelizaveta Pominchuk. And in Politics and Modern History with honors, Bethany May Arnold. Jade Makepeace. Genevieve Rose Martin. Samuel Pilling. Tamla Rubin Tutankhamun. And in International Disaster Management and Humanitarian Response with honors, Jack Aaron Daly. From the School of Environment, Education and Development, for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English Language for Education with honors, Jing Yui Tai. Yue Wen Lu. From the Faculty of Biology, Medicine and Health, from the School of Medical Sciences and for the Award of Bachelor of Medical Science, Samuel Benjamin Blakemore. For the Bachelor of Arts with honors in Politics and Modern History, Elam Tannis. And in English Literature and History, Jack McKenna. For the Master of Arts in Translation and Interpreting, Zoe Burns. And for the Master of Laws in International Business and Commercial Law, Jiayu Jin. And for the Bachelor of Arts with honors in English Language, William Thomas Fowler. And for the Bachelor of Arts in Spanish and Portuguese, Naomi Ray Palmer. And for the Master of Sciences in International Disaster Management, Yang Chen. And for the Master of Arts in Translation and Interpreting, Jing Wen Xiao. And for the Master of Science in Global Health, Madella Williams. And for the Bachelor of Laws with honors, Roxana Begum. And in Modern Language and Business and Management Spanish, Samela Farias dos Santos.
We do pomp and ceremony quite well, don't we? Graduates, you are now part of a lucky few who have received a university education. You know there are many people across the world, and even closer to home, who don't get the transformational opportunity that you have. You carry the hopes and wishes of more than 60 million fellow citizens and many more millions worldwide. Let me tell you this, though. Success is not the result of spontaneous combustion. You must set yourself on fire. Nobody can make you feel inferior without your consent. And if you don't define yourself, someone else will do it for you. So when I told my son that racists hate me for no reason, he said, "Dad, Give them a reason. You know you will be treated unfairly at times, but that will teach you the value of justice. You will suffer betrayal, but that will teach you the importance of loyalty. You will at times feel lonely, but that will teach you not to take those who love you for granted. You will never stop learning. Now is the time to reflect on what you have achieved and those who helped you achieve it. I'll start with those you've already applauded, but I'll ask you to do it again in a moment. Those who've taught you, guided you, examined you, and tested you. The people who clean after you, the people who support the great learning in this place, and those who work invisibly to ensure that you can focus entirely on your studies. They don't do it for money. They don't do it because they have to. They do it because they believe in you. They believe that you are and will be the greatest generation this world has produced. Please join me in thanking the incredible staff of the university who are represented here. Then, there are those who have given so much of themselves to get you to this point. Your parents, your families, your friends, and your supporters, many of whom are with us today. And of course, the many more who are unable to be here to share this special occasion. The only way I can get my children to come to me is by turning off the house Wi-Fi. The last time I did that, one of my kids started talking and I didn't know who he was. Perhaps you don't recognize it just yet, but you would be nothing without those who surround you every day. They have stood by you through thick and thin. When they could have bought themselves some luxury or taken a well-earned break, they paused and they committed what they had to you. Like me, in their wallets and purses, they have photos of you where their money used to be. They have the scars of your childhood and your teenage tantrums, and the many challenges that they have supported you through, each making you the unique person that you have become. Graduates, please stand. Please turn to your supporters, to your family, to your friends, to the university staff, and show them your appreciation with as much noise as you can make. Please stay standing. Can I ask all our guests, all our supporters, all your supporters, to please stand if you're able and join me in congratulating your graduates. Please stay standing as I leave you with this final thought. Some days you will be the statue. On other days you will be the pigeon. Stand up for what is right. Fight only for moral reasons. Sacrifice and care for your families and your neighbors. Look after those weaker than you, especially those seeking refuge from suffering. Build great things. Make massive technological advances. Explore the universe, cure diseases, enrich our culture, be the world's greatest artists, reach for the stars, aspire to intelligence, never belittle it, look for the truth, and you will find the truth. And remember, the only ceiling to what you can achieve is that which you create in your own heads. Remember, this place, this time, but now change the world. And I wish you every success and happiness in your future lives and careers. I now declare this ceremony closed.